All right, what's up, everybody? I made some changes here, so you no longer see my door behind me. It's over there, just to clean that up a little bit. And I do need to thank a few followers who followed since the last stream. I haven't streamed since Friday night, so here we go. It's Aldous Ravencorn, thank you. Tiger Fanwich, I think, thank you. Moosey02, appreciate the follow. Lil Skippy, thank you. And then Kyle1215, thank you, appreciate it. And CM Balkov, appreciate all of you. Thank you for joining me today. It is Monday afternoon, January 18th. Today in real life on the stream, we're at the trade deadline. It's July 31st for the Cleveland Spiders. I'll be playing a game today, and then we'll talk about trades and the trade deadline specifically tomorrow. But we will be doing just this game today, as I'm actually a little bit short on time. So be here for about 90 minutes, just play the game, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. So let's take a look at the White Sox. Their starter is James Drew. Again, welcome anybody who's here. James Drew is their starter. 4-seam circle change, knuckle curve, and then a 2-seam fastball. Not much for stamina. Fastball only gets to about 90, but he's got really good control on it. Changeup's decent. That's the knuckle curve, also decent. And then the 2-seam is about as fast, if not faster on average, than his 4-seam. So there is James Drew. Going through their injuries, I did just take a look at this. They do have a few big ones. So the second baseman, Bobby Lockett, dislocated his ankle. He's a massive bat in their lineup, as you can see. And he's out for the rest of the year, so we won't have to face him. Hector Gonzalez is injured. I think he'll be out for this game. It just has forearm tightness. He also isn't great against lefties, and we have a lefty going, so I'd assume that he's out. And then Trent Wynn is also out. He's more of a platoon guy, inflamed hip, so he's not going to play. And then Carl Price is having a terrible season, 194 average, 636 OPS. Terrible season. Probably at least decent on defense, though. He's one of those guys who's a high reaction guy. But as you can see, a lot of his attributes going down. And he's out with an MCL sprain. So 3 big bats that they will be without, and then a big platoon guy who they're not going to play with either. And then our lefty will be William Manning starting for us today. So let's jump right into it. Again, thanks for being here. It is the trade deadline day. We'll talk about trades tomorrow, but we're just working on this game today. What's up, Cole? Welcome. Appreciate the retweet earlier as well. I'm probably not going to tweet every time before I go live. Otherwise, I'm just going to flood all of my Twitter with me saying when I'll be here. But we're still doing that just to build this up. So appreciate everyone who's here. What do I want to do on the bench? I'm probably not going to mess with any of this. Let's give Darling his first start. Let's do that. Yeah, and I'll bat him 9th. That works. But that's going to be it for the lineup. So at home against the White Sox. Get to see the home creams again. Yeah, appreciate it, Cole. Thank you. 53 and 56 for us. They're 55 and 54, so 2 games ahead. But it says that they have a playoff push. You saw that at the top right for the roster. So they're in a little different situation than we are. So we might actually build on top of this instead of moving stuff. I'm really undecided on it about tomorrow. About what we'll do tomorrow, especially if I play well. If they're playing well on stream, and that again helps how well your players play when you simulate as well. So if we keep winning, then I might regret selling at the deadline.
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look
at I don't know if I want to sell at the deadline necessarily. Yeah, here's William Manning.
Just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see.
Here is Carlos Ramos. Ramos is new to the roster on this version, the Bacon Stream roster. If you haven't grabbed it yet, get it from the roster vault. Just look up Bacon Stream roster and find it pretty easily. And then, of course, rate that. Give me a like if you like that. If you like that roster, that helps me out a lot. So Manning again, a big time changeup and cutter guy. The cutter acts a little more like a slider. and he's got the curveball on top of it. I don't like the curveball as much as the cutter.
Way out toward left field.
And I think I was really, forcing the cutter the first time I did
perfectly as he puts it
Again, thanks for being here. Appreciate all of you. Who's their lineup?
Moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He's really swung the bat well against left-handed pitchers so far this season. He's hitting over 300 against southpaws, and he's facing.
That's a guy who can hit really well against left-handers. So I got to be worried about him once we get to that 4th spot. Leotis Rivas. Rivas is a platoon guy, big speed guy, big defender. I think they have him at second today. Usually is a shortstop. He's kind of like their shortstop of the future, but he's more of a stopgap guy than the actual I'm going to take over the shortstop role kind of thing.
Been hoping for.
Not a new room. I just turned the desk 90 degrees. So I wasn't sure if I'd have space for this, but apparently I do. My living room isn't the biggest, and I kind of only I'm only like half of it. But yeah, I didn't really want the door in the background, so we just did a quick change. I'll make some more improvements. Again, I'm thinking about a microphone soon, and this is going to be off the wall. That's not good at all. So I'm thinking about a microphone soon, though. And then, what are you doing? And I'm going to put that flag that was behind me again. Just got to move that. I haven't yet. And then I'll probably buy another flag to put in the corner here, because I can put one here and then probably put one here. Yeah, working on some improvements slowly. Not great there. Not a great play off the wall, and then of course that's a big-time speed guy, so there's not much I can do about him rolling into third there. Here's Zach Lamb. Not much for contact against lefties, as you can see. Show the hot zones. There they are. But good, consistent power against lefties and righties. He's one of the unique switch hitters in the roster where, again, not much for contact against lefties, but is overall like a good hitter, especially for power. And one of my favorite catchers in the roster, actually, Zach Lamb. So here we are trying to pitch around him a little bit.
First pitch fastball for ball one. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 10 home runs and 36 RBIs. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Yeah, I have no idea. No.
Runs outside,
I was doing a Rivas as well. Not ideal. Yeah, switch hitting catcher, very valuable. Left-handed catcher, a left-handed hitting catcher is valuable, but this guy's a switch hitting catcher, which is another thing. Like that's one thing I made really rare was athletic type catchers, and this one, oh my goodness.
Onto the home run porch and gone.
Oh, that'd be great too, Troy, if you want to do that. Yeah, if Jasper draws something, I'll put it behind me. Either side, whatever you think. What's up, Kyle? Thanks for the follow, buddy. Kyle followed off stream, so I appreciate it.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself.
Yeah, completely different start from the last game against the Royals, huh? It's just you lose the count, and then if it's 2-0, and you got to throw a fastball, and I just threw it right down the plate, as you can see in the bottom left there. Here's Weeks, 22 home runs already. Don't want another one. I'll show his card actually. I'll wait until next time. I'll show his card though. He's more of a lefty guy, pretty good DH type. He's got a big contract as well. And he's got some speed too, so he'd be a 2020 guy.
Set to get his evening at the
but yeah, really not a good start here. 2 runs already, a triple and a home run. Here's Rico Castro. He is the Cuban on this White Sox roster. I'll show his hot zones again. Another big time contact against lefty. One of these like hitters where it kind of like curves up again, like better against left-handers for contact, but not as much power. And then he's a consistent hitter against righties. And then he's older. He isn't on the roster for too long. I want to say 2 or 3 years when he retires.
So far on the season.
We'll do cutter in.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
And I know equipment's not like everyone's favorite thing. I did give the White Sox all white cleats. So a lot of guys, like the A's in real life, have like a white cleat requirement.
These are the type of
Or
hitters
in the
that
roster,
absolutely
it's
frustrate a pitching
the White
staff
Sox
a
and the
pitching
Royals
coach.
have white
He's not
cleats
trying to do a ton of damage,
consistently. I
but
did
he's
that.
certainly
And
going
that
to put
was
the ball
on
in play
purpose,
and be a pest
just for
the
the sake of
entire
equipment.
season.
And I removed
So
that
far
for the
this
A's, so they
season,
don't always
Castro
have white
has a
cleats
slugging
when
percentage a
play the
little
A's.
over
I know that might be annoying for
4.5,
some
a
A's fans, but
respectable number.
equipment doesn't
Well
seem to matter
located
too much to a
changeup
lot
on
of
that
people.
one as it catches the black for a called strike.
Like the variation of equipment.
Probably better than
Again,
he
thanks for
led
being
that
here.
pitch
Already
to
down
anyway.
2
After seeing
runs
a
in the
lively
first inning.
fastball on the
I
pitch
did get
before, it's
6
pretty
runs in the
hard to
first
sit
inning of the
back
last
enough
game I
on
played,
a
which was a
well-thrown
little
changeup.
frustrating. But we are off and rolling. Let's do a changeup now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it.
There's Chad Wood.
Throw
That's
in the
another guy I
dirt,
got
and
to
a
think
good
about if
scoop
I
at
want to
first
trade him.
saves an error as the
There's a
side
few
is
moves that I
retired.
can make after this game. That would be
Two of the
tomorrow.
inning for
Our
the Sox,
trade
however,
deadline
they come
special
on this
tomorrow
two-run
afternoon.
home run. Bottom of
We'll
the
also
first
probably
coming
play
up
a
from
game
Progressive
tomorrow,
Field.
so
It's
it
now
won't just be
2-0
the trade
Guys.
deadline. James Drew, who's the
is
White
ready
Sox
to go
starter.
as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a
Almost
really
no
solid
strikeouts.
pitcher.
Look at that,
And every
62
once in a
strikeouts in
while, he can
100
throw
innings,
some decent games in there. It's not
104
easy
innings.
having an ERA under
He's
4 in
not going to
baseball.
strike us
He's
out much.
slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Yeah, I definitely. I
So
was looking at
striding
some
in,
trades before, Cole,
Webster. He'll lead
but
things off here in the bottom half of the
I'll
first.
definitely do some
Curveball. That misses in dirt
negotiations
for ball one.
on stream.
And guys, you take
See
a
what
look
I
at the
can
White
figure
Sox
out.
entering play here
What I
tonight.
want to
They've
do
been in a nice
specifically.
little
I have a
groove,
good
winning
idea
3
of
of their last 4
what we're
games.
thinking
Yeah,
about,
Matty,
at
they
least
started
for the
yesterday off
deadline
on
here.
the right foot. If they could put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start.
Yeah, mega offers for these. I did take a few screenshots of some trades that I liked, so maybe we'll do a poll or something like that. That would be fun, right? I put that on Twitter tonight, and then you guys could vote on it. If you get enough interest about that, that would make some sense, right? Yeah, it's unfortunate that I can only get 3 players back. That's got to be the worst part. That's got to be the worst part about trades right now in franchises. That you got Paul Key, really affordable. Like, he still is just a rental, but one of the better hitters kind of thing, and I can only get 3 players back. So you have to hit on all 3 kind of thing. But I'd like to get 4 or 5 guys. Especially another center fielder, because I'm going to need someone else to play center field after I trade him. If that is the case. And I don't really have someone on the roster who I'd want to slide into an everyday spot in center. Again, I do trade Hughes.
Better be aggressive.
1-1 the count. And now a pitch on the way.
I do like Corey Jackson. Nice big contact guy. Better against lefties, but he's decent.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
That's a lazy fly ball to left. That's Marshall.
He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And with that, here's a glance at the start.
Again, I am Bacon96. This is Bacon's fictional franchise. I'm using Bacon's fictional roster. When I say Bacon, about a million times.
Tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign.
Here is Paul Key. We're just talking about him. 23 homers in the season.
So be on the lookout for that today.
Into the box now, Paul Keys.
Get that one.
Toward right.
That's a quick 1, 2, 3. Again, this is a very different than the last game we played. We had 6 runs in the first inning, batted around against the Royals. Oh, definitely Mayo. Yeah, very excited for the February news. Troy, I don't think you heard this, or I know you don't pay attention to the game news too much, but it sounds like we're going to hear stuff about MLB 21 in February, and that is huge. We'd like it a lot sooner. Usually it's October is when we first start hearing news, but I'd love to be talking about the new game in February. Hopefully their streams aren't too far behind either. I like watching those streams as well, seeing new stuff about the game. And hopefully there's enough improvements where we think it's worth it too, because I mean, if I get far enough into this franchise and then they mess with stuff so it, you know, I like watching those streams as well, seeing new stuff about the game. And hopefully there's enough improvements where we think it's worth it too, because I mean, if I get far enough into this franchise and then they mess with stuff so it, you know, I like watching those streams as well, seeing new stuff about the game. And hopefully there's enough improvements where we think it's worth it too, because I mean, if I get far enough into this franchise and then they mess with stuff so it, you know, it messes with my my uniforms or anything, then I might just
Way
roll with this
inside the
franchise
depth of
just
the
on
pretty
20
easy
instead
take
of
there.
going straight to 21 like that. But we'll see. We'll see how everything works. We'll see how it works from PlayStation 4 to 5. We can transfer all the stuff, or if it's with Xbox or PC.
Now
If
the
PC is an
1-1
option, then
pitch.
we're gonna mod a bunch of stuff, of course. But we'll see. Really looking forward to hearing
Yeah, he
anything in
just isn't
February.
that
Really,
sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start
anything.
in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be
I'm
made
really missing still.
fast.
Just not a
Now the
good
2-1.
start to this one pitching wise.
Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first
I'm
will
getting
be in
lucky with the
time, and there's
defense.
one gone here to start the second.
Speaking of,
Okay, here's a defense for the home team. And guys, taking a look at this
we're
defense is going
10th
to
in
have to
the
be
AL in
stout
fielding.
today.
There you
Starting
go. Yeah, I put
pitcher
together teams
with
that
an
don't do
ERA
great
north of
fielding,
5 usually spells
or at least
some
value
barrels
teams
being
that don't
found
have
by
good
the
fielding.
opposition. So these
All we
guys
care
better
about is
be on their
Knox.
toes in this one.
All right, here's Cameron Littlefield. I had him on my
So now to
Rays
the plate,
franchise. I've
Cameron
mentioned that one
Littlefield.
before. I
This
believe he
one
had a
takes strike
walk-off
one
home
on the
run
fastball
opening
here.
day.
No
If you
balls
can
and a
find that
strike.
video
And he's a guy
on
looking to
my
break
YouTube as
out in a
well,
big
actually. That
way.
was on MLB
Hasn't been getting the
17 or
results he
18.
or his club have been hoping for.
18.
Fouled away.
Really, until 21 is done, you're good with 20. Yeah, I don't know. I don't play enough DD either for me to like want to upgrade it right away. But I think
The
I'm
windup
just gonna
and
get
the
it
0-2
as soon as
pitch.
possible so I can get the roster transferred.
Slow
That's gonna make
roller
the
left
most sense
side.
to me at this
Knee
point.
high,
What
he
a play there
bangs
by
it.
Eric Rowe.
It's there. He got him.
Yeah, streams get me through the latter part of the winter too. Being here in Wisconsin, it's tough. So looking at any baseball news is great. That's why I
Next
love
would
the
be the
start of spring
designated
training
hitter,
early. I watch so
Grady
much like
Boston.
MLB Network right when spring training opens. But those streams really, again, those really help me get through the winter too. So yeah, you're very right, Mayo. Here's Grady Boston. He's just playing because of injuries. It looks like it's his first game in the majors this year. He's new to the stream roster. Good defender. That's about it. Some speed, switch hitter. He's like a
First pitch of the
quadruple A
at-bat
type
on
player.
its way.
And
Line
there's a knock
right
right after
side.
I'm talking
And
about how
that'll
bad
get
he is.
down for a 2-out single.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the
Oh, that's
order
what you
right
mean.
there.
Yeah,
They
okay.
break out all ambush tactics.
Yeah.
First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to
Um,
drive that for a nice single.
I don't know if I'll pre-order, but yeah, I'll definitely probably buy it day of. And I usually don't get the disc version, so my PlayStation 4 actually has some issues with the disc drive. So I don't play any games that have disc, or that I need a disc for. Everything's downloaded directly on my PlayStation. So I'll probably be downloading it, day of or
Right
day
now,
before, kind of
Alex
thing.
Mendoza pitches a cold
Oh, he's
strike.
out.
The throw is
Oh,
not
come
in time.
on!
Pretty close, but he
We
got in
can't
there
challenge those
safely.
either. So
This
Boston
catcher's
steals a
not
base.
known for
Again, right
throwing,
after I'm
Billy,
talking
so
about how
you
bad he is, he
compound that with a big lead
got a
at first
single and a
base.
base.
He
Okay.
had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Yeah, if the show comes out in first of May, I'm probably buying it May 1st kind of thing.
The
Like I'm not
0-1
pre-ordering,
delivery.
and because I don't need the pre-order bonuses either, like all those stubs and everything. Like I don't care about extra packs you give me in DD. Like that doesn't.
Well,
Unless
we
you
all
give me
know
early
he's not the
access, then I'll
greatest threat with
pre-order.
the
But I
bat
don't
out there.
really
His
care about
numbers certainly
anything
aren't
else
that pretty, but hey, I
except
give him
getting the
credit.
game as
He's
soon as
really working the
possible.
count right here.
And it misses.
Oh, come on now.
3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back
Yeah,
in the
that's a
driver's
strike, and I
seat.
really thought he'd swing at
Started
the
off with
fastball
one
off the
strikeout.
corner
Now
too.
he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit pretty well out
This is
toward
a
right
gap.
center
That's great. That's
field.
another
Right
run.
fielder giving chase.
Oh no, it got to it.
He
Let's
tracks it
go.
down, and that
Love it
will
when
end
there's
the
some
inning.
defense.
White Sox
I
lead
really
one,
didn't think Andrews
but they're on
would be
top
able to get
2-0.
there. Blowing a vacation day at midnight. Okay, yeah. What was great is
So
the
now
game
it'll
came
be
out
the
while I was on
third
spring
hole
break
hitter, Eric
this year,
Rowe,
so I
hitting
didn't
just a
have to
bit
really
under the Mendoza
give
line
up
on
on
the year.
school for a
Hey,
week,
we're still in the
which is
early
what I've
stages,
done in
and
the
this one's
past.
only down by a couple runs. But it's really
And then
key
of
for this
course
leadoff guy to try to get on
a bunch
and
of
get a
stuff
big
got
inning
shut down
started.
right once the game came out too. So
First pitch fastball
this
swung
year's
on and
launch
missed
was
0-1.
2020's launch was
Hey,
a little
either this
different
hitter
than
needs a cup
every
of
other
coffee
video game I've
or he
ever
was sitting
bought,
off
kind of
speed
thing.
right
Because
there.
I had as much time to play it as I wanted. That
And
really
low,
helped
it's
the
a ball and
roster.
a strike.
Hey, they tried to
Yeah,
tie him up
April
on
is
that
really
last pitch, so I
optimistic in my
like that
mind.
they went
Well,
away with this
it's
one.
it's looking
The
more like,
execution didn't work,
April
but
1st
I
is
like the
opening day.
idea
I
behind it.
really don't think they have it out by opening day as of the trajectory they're on now. Unless we get news February 1st and those streams start, in March kind of thing. But like, I don't see an early April release in my opinion. It's late April to early May is best case scenario at this point.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And that's again pure speculation, just because we don't know.
Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases.
Come on, no, straighten it out.
The 2-2.
Not much for velo here too, so I'm always going to be early on guys that don't throw heat.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Usually I made like left-handed pitchers who don't throw too fast.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and
again,
get
like,
back in this game.
I'd love to see streams before baseball season like officially starts, because I'm watching Major League Baseball before I'm watching streams about a video game, if I'm being honest. I'd rather watch my Brewers day in and day out.
Standing in now.
But it's going to be nice to have some information.
Swing and a drive
this one out?
well out to right field.
It is. Let's go, and we tie the game.
No chance to make
it's only the second inning, but I can still get excited about home runs, right? Appreciate you, Raider. That's a tier 1 subscription. Thank you. And then you gotta let me know when you start your franchise too, buddy. Yeah, again, like, we were off to a weird start to this one, but I like that we tied it up so quickly here. I didn't think it was out off the bat too. The Joe 08 made you a believer, Mail? What do you mean? In terms of what? I've always been a big fan of the franchise, of course. MLB The Show in general. I'm trying to think back to which one, the first one was I played. Was it 07? Is that the one with Ortiz in the cover? Played that one, and then I played the one with David Wright on. I don't even know what years those were. I've been playing the show for a while too. I'm sure a lot of people who play the show have been playing the show for a long time now.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Yeah. Yeah, Raider, I have notifications on, so I'm seeing all your streams.
And it's fouled away.
Checking in whenever I can. And then for anyone else, of course, if you are streaming with my roster, let me know. I won't exactly find everybody, but if you are streaming with my roster, I want to follow you. I want to watch you play with it. I want to be in the comments. So let me know when you're streaming, if you're streaming. Reach out somehow. Who's the White Sox defense?
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he
Ortiz was on 06. Okay, yeah, that one I played too.
Lenny Andrews.
Yeah, that's what I said before. It was Ortiz and David Wright 05. I gotta look it up now. He was 07. Okay. So yeah, I'm guessing 06 was the first one then. Yeah, it was 07, yeah.
Still only 1 out in the inning.
And then was Ryan Howard on the cover of one of them too?
Up top, it's 2-0.
That's another dude.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy,
they got to get a legend card for him. For Ryan Howard,
and he'll
that'd
probably
be fun.
make you pay for it.
For those of you who play BD.
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into
Howard was 08. Okay, so Ortiz 06, Wright 07, Howard 08. And then 09 was Pedroia. Is that right? And then 10 and 11 were Mauer. That sound right? Yeah, I know Mauer was on back-to-back. 11 was the first one I played a lot of. That was so I bought my PlayStation 3 in the spring or the summer of 2011. And so
The
MLB The Show
2-2.
11 was probably the show that I played the most on PlayStation 3. I didn't buy 12 or
There's a line
13.
drive, base hit to left field.
Yeah, okay, so 10 and 11. And then 12 was Gonzalez. Or was that 14? No, that was 12.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his
Yeah.
way out to the mound.
And then 13 was McCutcheon. Yeah, 13 I skipped, and I felt weird about skipping it because that was the first year I learned about the live roster updates.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s.
Oh, it was the second on
homers,
PS3 show, new engine, first photo realistic show. Yeah, I mean, again, they've all been great. Like, and
a little quick on that swing,
the
and he
game,
finds
like,
himself
at
behind
its
0-2.
core has been consistent. They just keep improving, you know, whatever they can, anything they can, every given year. Like, the game's beautiful now, but it plays the same way 10 years ago, kind of thing. That I distinctly remember playing the show with my cousin, 08, 09, stuff like that. Not being any good at it either. Yeah, I agree. The show is definitely, it's head and shoulders above Madden. Again, if we just get a little bit more in franchise, then I'm really happy with where it's at. I think the show's in a good spot. I think DD is the best card collecting mode of the ones that I've seen in videos, and articles I've read and everything. And I just think franchise needs a little more. And there's enough depth there. You just need to add more on top of what you have. Give me all the customization like 2K has too. That's why 2K is so great. Is Tommy Darling getting his first start?
At the plate now, Tommy Darling. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He did not play last
Darling
night.
is new on this roster as well. He's a free agent by default. Free agent catcher. He's a big boy. Again, exercising all the body types.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. And he turns.
I don't know why I'm letting him get ahead of me in the count here. Because that fastball's on the edge. You can't do much about that.
Another 0-2 coming.
Throws
him for
that one's on the
strike 3,
corner.
and that retires the
I don't like this. I shouldn't be struggling here. But we do get 2 runs. It's Christopher Schwabenland's home run. And I got another runner on after.
We've played 2, and we're
2-2 after 2.
Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Carlos Ramos.
Again, thanks for being here. Say hi if you haven't already. We are in the top third, tied at 2. We got Carlos Ramos batting. I didn't see him as a leadoff hitter when I made him. He's new to this roster too. I think I said that in the first. There you go. Better against lefties. He's one of the guys with the reverse splits. So there's some guys who I made in the roster. Is mostly, left-handers don't hit well against left-handed pitching generally, but this guy's the opposite of that, where he's better against left-handers. And he's actually got good splits against both.
Here comes the 1-0.
He's better against lefties. There's sneaky players like that where you got to look at player cards. And again, I'm still missing the strike zone here. I'm not getting swings. It's frustrating to be down 2-0 all the time. And I'm still using the fastball cutter like I was saying. But
and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We'll take it. Fastball up.
Swing and a miss as he
Okay, really missed his spot there. We'll take it though. It's a strikeout. That's the main first.
These days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting.
Again, only one game today, and then we'll talk about the trade deadline tomorrow.
More effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
I will make some trades on screen actually too.
So far this year against Southpaws, Rivas is below the Mendoza line.
Playing for PS3 quality. Yeah, some it's kind of weird because it's not like
he's not happy with his batting
as high detail as it could be. If that makes sense. If you zoom in, replay, and it looks good, but it should just look better in general. Or like when you go to ball games too, sometimes you see You see like the spots where fielders were standing like for the entire homestand. Like Ryan Braun in left field always stood in the same like general area, and the grass was worn out because he was standing there the whole time. I'd like to see like spots like that kind of thing. Or like I think this is an older franchise where you could like repair the turf. Like if it like wasn't like in good shape, it would like show it on stream or like on in game. And you had to like make improvements, and it was like better for the health of your players and stuff.
Strike one to start the at bat.
Thanks for checking in, Ramjet. Yeah, they had a 2-run home run in the first by the guy at the plate, Zach Lamb. Then we had a 2-run home run in the bottom of the second to tie it. That was with Christopher Schwabenland. So yeah, I think this is a good game so far. 2-2 here. But yeah, again, like have more like dynamic player surface. Again, yeah, that would be something that they could look to improve going forward.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
We'll go change it down now.
Got him swinging, and
let's go.
In the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the
Let's get some runs against James Drew now. Doesn't throw hard. Second time through the lineup. We should be getting some good at bats right here now.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Homer Webster.
I thought it was a curveball.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Just need him on base. 90 is the speed.
That's softly hit to right. Will that
That's
get
dropping?
Down? Yes,
it is.
I
probably could have tried to go for second there.
And they're going to hold him to a single.
This is a good chance for me to steal a base now. Good position to do so. I'm not a big like stolen base kind of guy, especially online. When I play online, I don't steal any bases. But this might be a good opportunity for us to try one here.
So now to the plate.
I'm sure the pitcher's thinking that too.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike
The
one.
fastball's not that fast either. They just need to get a good jump. Just a 1 pitch, that's probably not going to go on.
Now a throw over to first, and he's back standing.
What do you guys think? What's the best count to run in?
You
feel like a 2-1. It's going to be 0-2 now. I don't like that. That was a good spotted fastball.
He's unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating.
Good throw curveball. Let's go. Oh, that was a changeup. Yeah, 2-1 Cole. That's the count. Like, it's weird in the show. I know in real life, you know, you want to go in like a 2-1 count. It's probably the best one again. Like, that's what I said. That's what you said. But like in the show, they throw so many breaking balls on 0-2 and 1 and 2 that I'd rather run on those counts and just hope that it's a ball in the dirt, or like this one was a changeup that was close. That's like worth it. And if I get rung up on that, like Webster's easily scoring this. We're taking the lead. No way, Mendoza. Yeah, not even close.
And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base
Webster
hit,
for backup catcher. Yeah, trade logic's overall a mess. The best part about the fictional roster is still learning the players, so those lopsided trades are more okay. I'm curious to see who the catcher was, though, Ramjet. Because if it's a high potential guy, if it's like Nathan Bird on the Phillies, then that would make sense. Nathan Bird's a B potential catcher with some big power, who's blocked by Chuck Logan to start a franchise. So that would make some sense. But again, it would depend on the catcher. If he's a D potential guy, I'm completely against it. Webster's got like a few years of control, and overall, yeah, trade logic is a mess.
And it's fouled away.
Like Cole said, a mess. Yeah, and again, yeah, that's the beauty of this roster is you don't know which trades are actually that lopsided. If that's a trade in real life with like say someone like Alex Bregman for like who's the Brewers catcher like Manny Pena, like that's a bad trade. But with this, it's a little different.
The 1-2. Swing and a liner.
That one's dropping too.
And
Easily.
the outfield grass
Let's go. We're getting something against Drew now. 3 straight hits to start this inning. Pedro Pena, is it? Okay, yeah. That's another guy who's blocked. He could be a starter, but he's not exactly he's not exactly like Nathan Bird, like what I was saying.
To keep it fair down the line. That's not
but
always easy to do.
Yeah, definitely a win for the Padres there, I'd say. They needed a second baseman, so. But I don't know, I think it's okay if there's some lopsided trades too, because if you think about it, that's realistic. And some trades are a total mess, or at least it looks like on paper in real life, and then it turns out that, you know, Webster like underperforms or something like that, or something along those lines. So I'm okay with it, and it's really okay with the fictional roster. There we go, we get another run. Sack fly there.
It's now a 4-2 game.
Always productive to score runs when you
and Cleveland doesn't need a catcher either, so it doesn't even make sense for them to trade for a catcher. So that is a head scratcher, Ramjet.
Ready to take his hacks again, Christopher Schwabenland.
Here's Schwabenland. He drove in our first 2 with that home run last inning. He got a chance to drive in another here. He's just going to stay aggressive. I mean, he's throwing strikes. A lot of control on the 4-seam fastball. So I should just punt that 4-seam fastball, right? That's what I did there. Go for it again. There's 2 seams around the same speed. That's a curve. Oh, that was a changeup. Stay fair. Stay fair. Oh, Schwabenland on the block. I'm thinking about it. I talked on the stream before about Mac Tracy. You can find him on the roster. He's a Mariners first baseman. I got him from the Mariners. And he's the same player type as Schwabenland. He's a little bit younger, less service time, of course, then. And he's probably the guy I'd want to play at first base instead of Schwabenland. So yeah, Schwabenland on the block. He's someone we'll talk about tomorrow at the trade deadline.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with
but he's hit some big home runs. I think I have 4 home runs with him just on stream. He had 2 in the first game I played in Toronto. If you guys were here for that, I had 5 home runs in the first game with Toronto. I am playing on All-Star, or Hall of Fame, not All-Star. Hall of Fame. I'll show that just so you guys believe me. There it is, Hall of Fame pitching, boom. And then I'm using my own sliders as well. I don't know, I'm still impartial on if he goes somewhere and then, of course, I hit a home run. Now I can't trade him, right? Schwabenland, all he does is hit tanks. Maybe I'll bring up Tracy too and just have both those guys on the roster. Because again, Tracy's the same kind of hitter. Big time home run, man. This is great. 6-2 now. Yeah, Ramjet, I agree too. That's why catchers are a little lower rated in my set as well. Like, the CPU has to have 2 catchers on the roster, like it's built into AI. But then, like for the bench, it kind of like does like best player available, and it's usually not a catcher. But I never see the logic in a 26 or 25 man roster where you have 3 of those guys who are primarily a catcher. I don't understand that. Not in real life, not in the show, not with my fictional roster, not with the real roster. I don't understand.
This lineup has a chance
so,
to knock this guy right out of the
that's
game.
another place where if you want, you can use the CPU roster controller to a 30-team controlled franchise. But it doesn't happen often enough where I think it's an issue, personally.
4 runs here in this half inning.
But yeah, AI should get reworked though. Yeah, they definitely are handicapped, exactly. But like I said, AI should get reworked in terms of, I've said before, like, give me like GM personalities or manager personalities where like he'll like certain guys on a bench more, or. But I mean, always though, I'd rather have a guy who can play infield and outfield than just some guy who you can throw behind the plate. And that's no offense to catchers, I just. You know, you don't need that many. Chad Wood is another guy we're going to think about trading. He had a big home run in Houston, but still
Watching
a
hitters swing and
possibility that
miss,
I moved
man,
him.
that's a sight of beauty.
Upshaw, yeah, I like Upshaw a lot too. He's a good fourth outfielder. I wouldn't exactly have him be a starter, but he's a good
At the
bench bat,
plate,
nice
Lenny
defender as well. And
Andrews.
then I reworked his face.
Hit in the air to straightaway center.
Not sure how much that matters when you're looking for bench bats,
Mendoza
his
is
face
there, and he
necessarily,
puts
but
it away to
he
stop
looks
the
good in
bleeding.
game too.
So they score 4 times on 4
But yeah, he's
hits
a little
here.
more against
No
lefties.
errors
Yeah, good speed,
and no
good
one left
defender.
on base.
Again,
We're
that's
now to
like
the
your
top of inning number
prototypical
4.
fourth
Spiders
outfielder.
on
Just
top
want him to be
6-2.
good at the little things. He is. That's
All set
Jermaine
for the start
Upshaw.
of the 4th, and that'll bring forth the power speed combination.
I said I was going to look at his card, so here we go with that real fast. Much better against lefties, like I said. Plays all 3 outfield spots, and then defense isn't great. 45 reaction only. Okay, Ramjet, you're only doing 2, but you got the 30 team control. That's good. That's the way to do it. Like, do the split profiles. So then if you really want to go in and mess around with what moves certain guys or certain GMs are doing, then that's the right way to do it. Again, I kind of just control one team and let everybody else do what they want to do. But yeah, if you want to override their mistakes, then go ahead and do that.
Reined in.
Same thing with undoing
Throw to
trades if
first
you want
in
to undo
time.
trades.
1 gone here in the 4th.
Yeah, Cole. I mean, that's the whole roster. Everyone's a no-namer. It's like, so I started paying attention to baseball in 2006 or 7, and I didn't really know anybody. It's the same thing here. It's like you don't know anyone. You just know the few guys on your roster, and then you eventually expand to the whole league, and then you know a bunch of players. And now it's come to a thing where, like, I know about all the Major League Baseball players in real life, and I, of course, know about all the players in this roster. And you just expand your knowledge of the teams and of the league in general. And that just takes some time getting to know everybody. Yeah, I like it, Ramjet. Yeah, then you just have one franchise instead of starting over again. I'm a fan.
1-1. Hit on the ground out to short.
I think I'm still just getting lucky here with ground balls.
On to first, and
I'm not trying to get ground balls. I am.
Start the 4th. In now, Marshall Reed. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Got the fictional roster. I don't even think about 30 team control.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. 2 balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those.
Yeah, Reader, it works.
I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive.
With this one, I'm only doing the 2 teams. The 2 teams that I'm playing as, the Spiders and Twins. Yeah, and again, yeah, just let the CPU do what they want. It seems like you question their decisions less when it's my roster instead of a live one. You don't know the players.
Line drive, and that's a base hit in a center
2-0, 2-out hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right
Here's Littlefield. Littlefield's got like one of those weird defensive skill sets where he's the big arm. I used to do that a lot, where it was a lot of arm strength. Like a lot of guys were above 85, and then he's got good reaction. So he's going to have a lot of errors because he's got bad fielding and then bad arm accuracy. And by bad, I mean below average, of course. It's not exactly bad. But good little player if you're just looking for a bench bat.
Try and get into the pen as quick as possible, and if 2 out knocks are the answer,
and he
so be it.
launches that one. All right.
Left field and deep, and goodbye.
Oh, on the first pitch too. Why?
It's a 2-run
I gotta quit
shot
slamming
to
the players because the ones that I say aren't that
left.
great are the ones that are hitting
Number
against
10
me.
and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
It must be. I guess it is. I'll check it right now. But that was just a bad pitch from Manning. I don't like it. It says no wind in the bottom left, so I'm guessing there's
now.
But that's not the
Brady
case here.
Boston.
Just me leaving fastballs across the
High
plate.
in the
Oh, and
air
speaking
and
of
deep to
that,
left center field.
I didn't
Center
think that
fielder
Boston
looking
would go
up,
yard.
still going back. And
Okay.
this one's gone. And they're
Well, this
within
just means
one
that we have to
after
score more too, I
back-to-back
guess.
homers.
Boston with his first home run of the season. He's got 2 hits in his first
So
game.
a solo shot here to left center field. His first home run of the season.
I don't like it.
And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
No.
How about the work the lineups have been doing
low,
so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams
Okay,
right
well,
here.
we're doing
A lot
Mountain
of
Dew.
missed locations right out.
Let's just talk about it real fast.
Neither side
Pitch count's
is
fine. He's
missing.
just giving up a bunch of runs. I'm not really missing by a lot either when I've been missing. Like here, look at this to Mendoza. Yeah, Ramjet, just pick a team and go with it. That's I don't have much for advice in that sense. Just I just think the best way to get connected with the team is to play games and just keep at it. But it takes time, especially if it's not your favorite team and your favorite players.
The 1-0.
That's the thing with Bacon's fictional roster. You can find your own favorite team. You can find your own favorite players. And yeah, easier said than done, of course. I just like the whole league, especially as the creator. I just enjoy all of it.
3 runs already home here.
Yeah, we'll see how far I can get into this one.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Oh, come on.
Right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Mendoza, if you can hit this fastball.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Yeah.
And that's a base.
And I just gave up on the at-bat and hoped that he would whiff on a changeup. He didn't.
So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
Now batting, the third baseman, Carlos Ramos.
To the plate now, Carlos Ramos.
I did not mean to do a snap throw there. I hate that when you just barely touch a button and he still commits to throwing it. I don't have throw canceling on. I don't generally like that. But not what I wanted there.
Lifted in the air out to
We'll get
center
out of this.
field.
The White Sox hit 3, and this is a game.
This one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom.
Yeah, Ranger, just dig yourself out of the hole, right? I think I'm below 500 with both teams right now, right? Guys, I'm not entirely sure. But we started below 500 pretty much. Picking this one up in the middle of July.
The outing they were hoping for from their starter. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Doug Ziegler.
Who's Ziegler then? It's Francisco Cuevas coming in for them. 4-seam splitter, slider, and a circle changeup. Splitter is fast, 89. Look at that. There you go. Fastball gets up to 96. Going to be a big walk guy, so I got to be patient. I'll start with Ziegler, watching probably the first 2 or 3 here. Ziegler's about an 8. He generally hasn't done much for me, especially on stream. 248, 9, and 38. Yeah, no, I didn't do any of that. I don't think I have a hit with Ziegler, actually. That's another guy I can think about for trades. Again, today's the trade deadline in this fictional franchise. I'll think about trades and making the actual trades tomorrow, January 19th.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And
then, of course, if I trade Ziegler, I could bring up Max Tracy again, talking about him from before.
He started this guy
I'm
back
left-handed
couple
bat.
of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back
No one
heaters.
get a fastball. 99.
To go right now.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they
What's up, Rogue? Welcome, buddy.
Time here tonight.
Good to see you
There's
in the
a look at
comments.
the final line for the White Sox starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a
how are you feeling about your Reds right now?
is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Tommy Darling.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled toward right center field.
Loving it. Good. That's all I want to hear.
Mendoza is there. 2 gone.
Glad that I could catch a few of your games as well. Yeah, third time through, getting to know everybody. Good. Good. Are you playing games off stream as well, or do you simulate the ones that you don't show on screen?
Digging in and looking for more. Homer Webster. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat.
Angel Perez will always be on a hot streak.
And the third baseman will
You do
have
play
a
off stream,
look
okay?
at it, but this is
Well,
back into
I
the
have not been
seats.
playing off stream in this franchise. For anyone who's curious, I have not been. It was
0-1,
all simulated
here it
up until the All-Star break, and then I'm playing the second game of every series.
Bases are empty.
Everything I play will be on stream. Might change it up in the future, but that's what we're doing now. Strict second game of the series.
High, 2-1. Rolled slowly to first.
Nothing
Up,
for
and he'll step
Yeah,
on
one
the
per
bag
series.
himself, and
Again, if you don't have
the
time
inning
to play
is
all
over.
162, that's the way to go. Then you get to play all your opponents. I'd say always try to play each of your opponents. I think that's the best way if you can't, play every single one. So that's what we're doing here.
Leading off the inning, Leotis
Rivas.
as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
So we didn't get anything there in the fourth. I don't like that they put in Cuevas. I would have liked to go against their starter a little longer, but that's baseball, right? The run to the bullpen. So let's think about Manzanillo here.
First pitch of the at-bat.
So we play with third game. Yep, that's the way to go as well. That way you get to every series pretty much
On
too.
the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Keys comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
I'm going to think about Lamb.
The catcher, number 55.
Now batting, Zach Lamb. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more.
Oh my goodness,
Swing
that's
and a
against the
drive
wall
sent
though.
out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center.
Just a double. I don't like it.
And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's
What's
leaving
up?
the ballpark.
Let's go.
He had a
Yeah,
home
hats
run
off to everyone who
last
plays
time, and he
162.
almost had another one here.
It's tough to
Nothing
play every
wrong
single
with a
game.
double
I
off
did
the
for the
wall,
first time ever this year, actually. Much thanks to COVID and being unemployed for a lot of the summer. Thanks, buddy. I'm enjoying the stream. That is good. Welcome from OS. And then how do you say your name? I've seen it so much on OS, and you post so much on the franchise thread, but I've never I don't know how is it. I just like journal dern. I don't know. But again, thanks for being here. I know exactly who you are. Ran a whole Padre franchise, highlights and everything, and then you're doing minor league games recently. So again, appreciate you for being here too. Duran, okay. Again, yeah, way off. But good stuff. Glad to have you here. And
there it goes.
I gotta stop throwing fastballs up in the zone, I guess.
At bringing this one back. And they take the lead. It's gone.
All right. Yeah, these White Sox are
it's a
carrying some big
shot
sticks today.
Away left, number 23 for him thus far as they move out in front 7-6.
I was feeling good after we were up 6-2. We're gonna put in a new pitcher. I'm gonna put in Manzanillo now. Ramjet, yeah, that happens. Sometimes you just can't find the right way to use really good players, and you gotta move them. That's perfectly all right. I posted about that in the franchise thread actually. Just find the guys who fit your mold, find the guys that you pitch well with or hit well with, and roll with it. And if you come across high overall guys that aren't the kind of players that you excel with, then trade them. Get somebody that actually works. So no problem with that. And Chip Wolf's a rental too, so if you trade him the first year, I mean, you're still going to get a decent return, and then he'll be a free agent after year one anyways. So I hope you're talking about year one of a franchise where you traded him instead of signing him with some other team.
At the plate
He's
now,
Manzanillo.
Rico Castro, as he pops the first pitch.
We're now down a run.
No hits to
not our
this
first deficit, not even our biggest deficit.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
But down a run here in the
Just
fifth.
behind the fastball there.
Manning wasn't great.
Now.
Of course,
It's becoming more and more
last time out it was
common in
Jonathan
today's game to see
Gore, and he was
relievers like this that can
fantastic.
run
8
up there
innings.
close to 100
New
miles
player
per
to the
hour.
roster,
But
Jonathan
it's
Gore.
so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Here's Manzanillo. My favorite bullpen guys are the guys with 2 breaking balls.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And I did that pretty often actually too. I didn't do 2 breaking balls and a changeup too often for bullpen guys, just because generally you don't see that. But there are some guys like that. Maybe 98. So
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
well, they're going to show my pitching line, which was terrible.
We have a look at the starters' final line.
Bunch of home runs. Not a fan.
His game this evening.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs.
Yeah, I should have just tried to walk guys instead of throwing strikes to guys when I was down in the count, right?
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Marshall
That's
Reed
right
at
behind
the
him.
plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox.
Fastball up. 0-2. I like Manzanillo a lot right now. He's throwing strikes, and there it is. 2 quick outs to finish the inning for Manzanillo after the Weeks home run.
2 in the inning for the Sox, however.
Now we got to get some, right? Only down 1 here, halfway home.
White Sox on top.
Again, thanks for being here. Only playing 1 game today. It's July 31st in this franchise. I'll be doing the trade deadline stuff tomorrow. So probably talk about trades for both teams tomorrow. So join me for that. It'll probably be 2 o'clock again. I like this time slot. It works well for my own life. But we'll see. Maybe I'll push it back a little bit. We will see.
And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's late on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Checks his
Okay.
here, but he does so in time.
Rogue, I'm just controlling 2 teams. The 2 teams I've played with on this stream are the 2 teams I got. This is the Cleveland Spiders, and the other one's the Atlantic Kings. I'm not controlling anything for any other team, and it's not, the CPU roster control is off. So it's just those 2.
No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And that misses.
That's ball 4.
Now it's a leadoff walk
Yep.
to get the home.
Yeah, that's the way I like to roll with my
That's
roster.
what you want from your leadoff hitter. Show some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result
Big
is
walk
a
right there
leadoff
too, because
walk
Paul Keys
and
is
a
up now.
chance to make some early noise.
Ready for another shot
A
now.
man's man, Paul Keys. 3 for 5 on the series. That means he had 2 hits yesterday. He had a double his last time up. And he scored on a home run, I believe. Part of that big inning where we got 4 runs. Paul Keys, of course, is a switch hitter too. He's someone we'll talk about tomorrow. I don't even know if I can trade him. That's definitely fair. We take the lead back. What a great back and forth game so far. This is fantastic. It's 8-7 now here in the bottom of the 5th.
A 2-run blast to
Beautiful.
straightaway right field.
He's unstoppable. Dude,
him on the season as they grab an 8-7.
again, like I would need to get someone really great back or 3 someones who are really great back.
Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game.
Damn,
really
yeah.
unbelievable
This
stuff.
is 7 combined home runs, by the way, for anyone who is just checking in. Like, oh my lord. 7. It's 8-7 here in the 5th. We haven't had a game like this yet, a back and forth performance where we exchange blows like this, but we're at 8-7 here, only in the 5th inning. Plenty of baseball left. And I swing at that terrible pitch. Okay. Rowe's been bad this year. I don't want to say just because of his batting average, but it's up a little bit now. Get a hit today. I've been hitting decent with him when I've played. Not so much for power, but
and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
He's more of a threat against left-handed
pitching. That pitch right there, 0-2
That's
breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Fouled off.
Nice Rowe. There you go. Yeah, Perez isn't the greatest threat at the dish, of course. I know you like your defense.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
But yeah, you got to have those clutch performers on your good teams, right? Why not him?
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
The batter.
Ready to take his hacks again, Christopher Schwabenland.
Here's Schwabenland, 2 for 2. Both of those 2 were home runs.
Over the wall last time up.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that
Nuts.
changeup in
Just
this
right down the plate, too.
Last at bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
0-1.
He is in the top 10 in strikeouts, though. That's interesting. Well over 100 already.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Again, I'll show Tracy after this game, but he's the guy I'm thinking about for first base next, or DH probably more likely. Probably be one of those guys I bring up after the trade deadline.
I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
1 out, nobody on. There's a swing.
Oh my goodness, really?
Headed for the right field corner.
Oh, goes foul. Wow.
Lines up a foul ball.
How about this one, folks? How about this game? That's a change. Was a changeup? Yeah. Oh, if this is a fastball, it's launched. The umps get this wrong? No, it's foul. Okay. Yeah, it's foul. It's okay.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but
okay, here's Chad Wood. 0 for 2 today, only a 213 average, but slugging 366. That's also not good.
He'll take a look at ball 1.
Want that slug at least in the 4s, right? He is a gold defender, though, so you know you have the value on defense if you don't always get it with the stick.
The 1-0 home.
I prefer for him to be a masher, though. That's what I want.
No strike.
Yeah, man, it's there are a lot of I put in a lot of effort for the minor league guys as well. Like there is depth in the roster. So if you're looking for your player type, which I've talked about a lot before, you can find it with lesser versions of those same players in the minors. Like there are guys who rake in the minors. There are guys who are great defenders in the minors that and then just worse against other things just because they're weighted down by their overalls. So again, when you're evaluating players, don't even pay attention to overall. Because the minor league is so deep with so many different player types and personalities and doing minors. And then, of course, I think my best base work is in the minors as well. There's a lot of guys who look really good, especially top prospect guys. And then equipment, again, it's just there's a lot of variety. So yeah, appreciate you saying that too, because I think this is good for my skills. And that's again why the franchise is better after a couple years. It's good for year 1, but I think year 2 and year 3 are better than year 1 if you get into a franchise. And that's with, any version of my roster. It's just better for the longevity of a franchise.
In the air to straightaway center. Keys is there, and he has it for the first out.
The bat, number 1, designated hitter, Brady.
Of course, I'm yet to go like 10 years into a franchise by playing consistently. I've done a lot of simulating for all the tests for balancing everything, but that might be the goal for this one then. Just get as far down the line as I can. Maybe 6 to 8 years or something like that, and then if around then. But we'll see how far we can get and what constrictions we get in terms of the show 21 and transfer stuff.
1-1. Waves and misses for strike.
Nice, we're gonna actually get Boston out now, right? Dude is 2 for 2 with a stolen base and a home run, and he launches this one into the gap.
Right center field.
More of a fly ball than a line drive.
And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Alex.
And again, thanks for being here. Appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for your support. Thanks for downloading the roster if you download the roster.
Digging in to try it again.
And appreciate your viewership today. Only playing the one game against the White Sox. I'll be back tomorrow with trade deadline action.
Set. Here it comes.
Manzanillo's been great out of the bullpen here. And those are also a Cuban.
Fouled away.
I'm still messing around with birthplaces for Latin-born players. So if you have a suggestion or know better than me, I'm a white dude from northern Wisconsin. So if you know better than me in terms of where some guys should be from, or you think they should be from a different place, let me know. I'll mess with home birth countries because something I think I can improve on still. But there we go. Great inning from Manzanillo. That's a shutdown frame.
It's 8-7.
It's 8-7 entering the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now with the plate, Lenny Andrews.
Lenny Andrews. I got 7-8-9 here in the 6th against Cuevas. I should think about the different. I think I want a lefty against Lamb, but I don't think I want to have him have to face multiple batters, because it's weeks after Lamb, and this is where the 3-batter rule really makes me angry too, because it would be a good out in the inning to keep Manzanillo in until Lamb, put in the lefty for 1 batter, and then put back in a different righty, which would be the dominant strategy here. But the 3-batter rule really messes with that, and it's upsetting. But let's do Peterson then too. I'm gonna have Davis warm to face Lamb. Then I'll have Peterson come in as soon as I can after that. Hopefully we get a cushion here, so it makes my decision a little easier. Everything Cuevas throws is hard. Everything's the high 80s, or for his fastball in the 90s. The splitter 89. You should get to 99, or not 99. You should get to 90 with the splitter. Another unique repertoire. It's the guy that throws hard.
Right here.
And him off balance a bit as this is Sky
to short
left center. Reed comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for route number 1.
No.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Doug Ziegler.
To Ziegler?
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Again, if I do move Ziegler, then
now a ball hit
I'll need someone else to play first. Did I get a home run with him? No way! I haven't done anything with Doug Ziegler. That's 8 home runs on the day combined. We do get our insurance run here in the 6th. It's his 10th home run for our everyday first baseman, Doug Ziegler. That's going to help his trade value too, getting his 10th home run. It's a right-on-right home run by a guy that doesn't hit much against righties. Love it though.
Brian Hamlin takes the mound as he's been called.
Brian Hamlin. He's like a quadruple A arm. Really good left-hander though. I am going to pinch hit here. I'll bring in Marte later. I think I just want something else going here. I think this is a big spot here. I like to counter right away when people, when the CPU puts in a left-hander. Let's do the contact guy. It's going to be Marco Ortiz.
Ortiz will get a shot here.
Ortiz is my fourth outfielder, kind of your prototypical guy again. Good defender, decent against left-handers, not much against righties.
Off the plate and away there.
And he would have probably at this point be my starting center fielder if I traded Ortiz. If I don't get a center fielder back. Still thinking maybe I'll go all in instead of taking pieces away.
Grounded to third. He's got it.
Nothing there.
And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
And we got back to the top. Here's Homer Webster.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Homer Webster. First pitch coming, here it is. Trying to bunt his way up, but this is popped up. Hamlin is there, and he has it for the out. So 1 run.
I'm not big with the drain bunts because there's so few players that actually do it well. Well, Webster's one of them.
Cleveland leads it 9-7.
It's okay.
We
got the home run. There's Ortiz. I'm going to move him to the field. Probably.
Back to the top
Maybe I'll just straight take him out, put my catcher in there. For substitution.
He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Let's take.
You don't see in this
what do I want to do? I want to do defense.
relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their
Well, let's take
managers.
Jackson out
See
then.
how he handles it
Put
here.
Ortiz in left. Take Jackson out. Catch for Marte here.
Joaquin
Boom.
Marte is into the ball game here as he
Here we go.
takes
It's a
over
2-run
the
lead
plate.
entering the 7th inning. They have the
First
top of their
pitch on its
order.
way.
We're going to have the beef of our lineup in the bottom of the 7th.
Attacking the zone right
We
here.
should
He
have a
knows he's
chance
got
at
a
scoring
patient hitter
something,
at the plate.
especially
Might
if we're
as well
still
steal
up
that
2
first
runs.
strike.
We'll probably have someone that can hit
So the leadoff man is
coming
gone here
in.
to start inning number 7.
Or just roll with Hamlin still. That would make some sense too. That's the first out. Rivas,
Digging in the
42nd.
switch
Let's go.
hitter, Leotis Rivas. He flew out in his
Oh,
last
second,
at bat.
okay.
Fastball there to start him.
I like
out.
the
This is
neon
bounced
green for his
foul
equipment.
the first strike.
I didn't do that too much with, extreme colors for equipment, but some guys have some extra personality like that. And the White Sox only have black and white, so I added silver to some guys, and I added some neon to a few guys here and there, but I didn't go crazy with the neon.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot
Come
of
on
pitchers
now.
will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And he fouls this one off.
Should be a guy I get out quickly. Come on, Manzanillo. Fastball up. He was doing well the last.
Fastball didn't miss by much,
Actually,
and it's a
last 2
full
innings.
count now,
This is
3-2.
third one out of the
When you're
bullpen.
playing
I'm really
close
riding my
games
big
like
dog
this,
here.
base runners mean everything, so he can
Get
ill
the
afford
out.
to
Let's
start giving
go.
away free passes.
But
There it
he'll really
is.
have
Now
to
we're
move out
bringing
there
in
and
Jordan
ride as he
Davis,
hauls
the
this one in
left-hander,
for
to
the
face
second
their
out.
catcher, Zach Lamb. Lamb has power against
Stepping
lefties,
up to
but
the
not
plate,
much for
Zach
contact.
Lamb will swing
So
it
that's
from the
why
left
Davis
side
is
right
the
here.
decision. We talked about this earlier. He had the home run against the
Ball
lefties
here
as
as he
well.
looks to
Here's
get the
Davis
final
and
out
his
in the top
numbers.
of the 7th.
I got him from Washington. He's originally a Washington National. Good strikeout numbers. ERA is okay. I don't expect much out of left-handers, especially out of the bullpen. Just get your 1 or 2 guys that I need you to get out. Let's start
First pitch of the
fastball up.
at-bat. And a
Yes.
fastball.
Come on, you got to get the first
ultimately
one.
Ruled a ball, 1-0.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the
Same
zone
spot.
a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Fouled off.
Lamb is one of the better catchers in the entire American League. Of course, my catcher, McGee, is no slouch. And then there's one out in Anaheim now. That's Carlos Fuentes. He's in the new roster.
Looked like the fastball
That dude
got
did get
away
the
from him
3,000
there. It's
hits, by
ball
the way.
2.
Check out his player card.
That's going to even
There
up
we
the
go.
count.
4
It's
straight
2-2.
fastballs up. So now I'm going to go change up down. 2-2. You got to fish for this one, right? Oh, what am I doing? This is a big out right here because if he gets on, it really changes the inning because of the 3-batter rule. Oh, that one away too. Okay. All right. Okay. Got to finish him off. We're gonna go fastball up again. He didn't swing and miss at all. It was all fouls. Oh, he took it. No.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the
Oh, I don't like it.
Careful here.
Weeks is next. It's a full count to their best hitter.
So what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Again, I'm really glad that Lockett isn't playing this one or Hector Gonzalez because we would have an issue with those two. Let's go fastball again. That was a slider, and then he fouled off. Nice pitch, and he takes it.
So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man.
Not good. Not a fan of that. That was a long battle.
I mean, it's better to battle
lose that battle.
Like that to the end.
Not the biggest loss that was possible, but not what I wanted to have happen there. So here's Elijah Weeks. He hit a home run his last time up. That was in the 5th. He's batting below the Mendoza line.
Two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
So this is the guy I'm scared of.
This guy's a good fastball, particularly low.
I just need to get lucky and get hand out with one of these guys here. Hopefully,
what you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt.
Weeks not much against right-handers, but he's a threat against left-handed pitching. He's got a big contract to be their DH. He can play some first base. He can play in the outfield if you want, but he don't see him really as much of an outfielder.
He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing.
That's enough. Probably not so much for the arm, so he's probably a left fielder. And we get him! Let's go!
A man left for the White Sox.
All right.
By a couple, it's 9-7.
Davis gets a walk and then a big strikeout, and we're through 7. The lead intact.
So
6.5. As you said, not 7. Marte, 239, 5 and 23. Our star catcher. I'm gonna have Zach Peterson come in next inning. That'll be the 8th inning. Or should I do Hendricks? Hendricks got better numbers, but Peterson's higher rated. What do you guys think? Hendricks has better numbers in the season. Peterson is higher rated overall. Velocity, Hendricks has a tick more. I think in terms of stuff, it's probably Peterson, who he's a sinker guy. I'm going to warm them both up. I think I'm going to roll with Peterson, though. I think that's what the matchup I like more. Hamlin's got a sinker, slider, 4-seam changers, and a cutter. That's off the plate.
A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Off as well, 2-0. This is where I want that fastball. Probably going to be a sinker. Primarily when they have a sinker as their primary pitch, you're going to see that pitch be thrown on 2-0, usually 3-0 as well. So I would assume that that's what I get here. Moving the PCI down just a little bit.
Ready with the 2-0.
Not where I wanted it. High sinker.
It looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Also a lefty that throws 95 with sink.
Now this
Terrifying.
is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. And there's one down now.
We scored 9 last time out, and I've scored 9 once before. I haven't gotten to 10 yet. So the goal in the next 5 outs is to get 1 more run so I can say I've scored 10 on screen. Of course, the W is what I care about the most. But let's try to get 1 more run here between these 2 frames. Multi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh, no.
Oh, he chased a bad pitch that time.
I love that changeup. I like it because it just looks like a fastball down, and it's not.
He knew he had an aggressive
And
hitter
it's consistently
at the
not.
plate,
It's
somebody
always
who
that
was sitting on a
changeup.
fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right
And
there.
there's the fastball down, and that's not a good pitch either.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Got to be much more patient with Keys.
The batter, the third baseman, Eric Rowe.
I think I'm leaning towards keeping him too. At least leaning towards keeping him. Who's Rowe? Masher against lefties.
He's set and the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball.
I know that.
And it's a foul ball. Oh and 1, here it comes. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Not patient. Look at these pitches. Swinging at those.
If you're waving at me.
And wait a minute, you damn please say.
Now a hard liner. But this will be a foul ball.
That's not a good one either. Changeup just off the zone.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed.
All right.
He's down on strikes for the second
Got 6
time
outs
tonight.
left in this one. It is going to be Zach Peterson.
Peterson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Peterson.
Digging
Again, thanks for being here. This is Bacon's Fictional franchise. I am Bacon96. We're using Bacon's Fictional roster. Follow me on Twitter if you don't already, Bacon's Fictional. Or follow me on here. This is Twitch. Bacon96_OS. Be playing this franchise
First pitch
as long
on
as
its
I can.
way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball.
Yeah.
Guys, what do you think?
8 home runs in this one. If you're just joining us, I'm
As a
sorry.
former
You
offensive
missed
player,
a
I
lot.
absolutely love it. Kudos to both
Good
lineups.
back and forth
Doing
game between these two
absolute damage
teams.
today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
They had the lead first. We have the lead now.
Way of guys going up there and they're swinging hard. You need
We're
to
now
make
4
good
outs
pitches,
today.
quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day. And we saw that here this afternoon. A ball flying out at near record pace.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Marshall Reed is at the plate as he watches ball 1. The 1-0. Swing and a
Let's
soft
go. That's an
liner.
out. Easy out.
On to
Yes,
first,
sir.
and there were 2 down.
4 outs away. Peterson is not even putting in any effort here. 4 pitches to get 2 outs.
Play Cameron
Littlefield
Littlefield
hit a home run
with
earlier.
4 outs remaining
And
for them to try and rally
think
back
about the
in this
bullpen
one.
again. It's got to be Freddie Castillo. He's my closer. Big dog with 30 saves already. He is 2.11 ERA, 36 strikeouts, 1-4 record. He's got cheesy and knuckleballer. Huge. Love it. Such a good combination.
Here's
So
the
it's just
first pitch to him.
with that.
Checks his
Again, if you're
swing,
looking
but this
at
pitch is
players
right there
that
for
you
strike 1.
may want on your team, always look at the quirks. I will say that forever. You should always look at the quirks when you're
Both
looking at
teams
players
have
on the
9
roster.
hits on the scoreboard.
Not just my roster, also on the live rosters. Always look
Fouled
at
away.
quirks. And I really wish we could edit quirks. So please, Tony San Diego, give me the option to edit quirks.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Yeah, change it way down. Swing at it. Come on. Oh.
Count is 1-2.
And
Goes
it's
after that.
fouled
That's not
away.
even near the zone either. Okay. Okay. We'll go sinker. Sinker down and into lefty. Is that a bad idea?
Swing
Only if he
and
hits it out, I
drive
guess.
to right. There it goes. And that one is gone.
Oh, another reminder that we're on Hall of
Count with 2
Fame.
away in the
That's a
inning.
bad pitch, though. That would have been a home run on any skill difficulty.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 1-run ball
That's
game.
Cameron Littlefield with 2 home runs. I believe his first one was right-handed. So that's great. Okay. Do a mound visit. Let's talk about it, guy. All right. He's greedy. Boston. He's also having a big day. Yeah, that was a bomb. Yeah. Very upset. I can't believe I've given up home runs, multiple home runs to that man. We're now 3 outs away though. So that's all right. Peterson gives up a run. But that's all right. Again, I'm confident in Castillo. I don't love the 1-run lead now, but I mean he's got 30 saves. Jesus Sanchez, I redid his face for the update. Jesus Sanchez. I believe I have multiple Jesus Sanchez's on the roster actually. He's one of the Angels too. And I got Schwabenland at bat. So do we pinch hit for Schwabenland now?
He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna. I don't really like either of the options. I might do Ortiz for Wood though, and then Ortiz is slightly better on defense. Yeah, and then he's slightly better batting than Wood, so I'll do that. But I'll leave Schwabenland in now. Already with 2 home runs on the day, there are now 9 total in this matchup. 9 home runs between the White Sox and these fighters.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
Not a good one. 87 on the slider too. That's a hard slider.
Now the fastball
And
is
the
right
fastball
by him as he
is
swings.
That's classic online pitching right there.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's
I
true.
love swinging at that pitch with 2 strikes because it looks so good. And you really think you're going to do something with it, and it's just off the plate.
Sending him packing.
Pinch it for Wood with Carlos Ortiz. I got Ortiz from the Cardinals. He's a B potential shortstop. A little better against lefties than he is against righties, and he's definitely better at lefties than Chad Wood is.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 5 homers and 21 driven in. Left side.
Now I'm just way too aggressive.
Throw gets him 2 down.
The right fielder, number 66, Lenny Andrews.
Now to the plate.
Again, just here for 1, but we're up 1. So it's all right. Let's get a dub today. Here's Lenny Andrews.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it
I'll take the first one. He's only thrown 6 pitches.
2 out, nobody on. Yanked on the ground.
There it is. That's all right. This should easily be a double too. He's going to the wall. Yep.
Down the line. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in
Very
there
nice.
with a double.
Now this is the way you want to start off the series. We haven't even hit the weekend yet, and he's on the board again. This time with a double. This is going to be a good 4-game set for him if he can keep
Very
this
nice.
up.
Here's Doug Ziegler. Ziegler had that home run earlier.
Ziegler, and now following the 2-out double, he's got a chance to
2
drive
of
in a run
7
here.
on the series.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run.
Home run in his last at bat is the first pitch. I think that was a fastball.
Last AB, but listen, it counts as a home
Yeah,
run
from
nonetheless.
Cuevas.
Out in front of
Still
it,
think
strike
Ziegler's a
one.
guy I'm going to move. Oh, yeah, of course it's more exciting than a pitcher's duel. Love to see 17 runs in a ball game, right?
Ready with the 0-1, and he fouls this one off.
He's got that
Now
certainly
we're at
timed
0-2.
up
Let's get
now.
this
I'd be
insurance
shocked
run
if
in
the
here.
pitcher goes
0-2
0
hit with
3
2
times in a row.
outs would be huge here.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game.
Nope.
The pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, I get it. He wants
Ziegler's
to set up
decent
that
against
breaking
lefties,
ball
too,
down
so
and away, but that
isn't
0-2
a terrible
fastball
spot for
wasn't
him.
even close.
Oh, and I'm late on 95.
One and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
Take it in the hip. Let's go. We'll take any base runner.
These guys are pros and they're tough.
And who's ninth now? This is
He'll never
this is
show it though. Too much
Marco
pride at
Ortiz,
stake.
right? Because I have him in for defense. Yep. Decent against lefties, though. He's got some contact. I like this late drama.
Digging
Can
in
I
for a
purchase some
second
insurance
at
here in the
bat,
bottom of the
Marco
8th?
Ortiz, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
We take the first
From
one.
the stretch. Slider
Slider down.
laid off for a ball.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Would love to. Nice. Good call from the ump there. Would love to get a knock here. Get some insurance runs
The
in
set
here.
and the 1-0.
All outside. So,
A time to start making some
now,
quality
is this a
pitches. He
fastball?
finds
2-0.
himself
He's missed with 2
in a
sliders in
tough
a row.
spot behind an account with guys on base.
So, fastball. Oh, and it's a
Slider
slider.
there gets a swing
Not
and
good.
miss.
Shouldn't have
That's
gone
3
after that one. It
straight
wasn't
sliders
where I
in
was
a row.
looking for it, and I
I'd be
still
shocked.
swung at it.
I would be shocked if he went
That
to
one's
that one
outside.
a fourth time. I'd be
Cool.
looking deep.
Next up is Homer
3-1
Webster,
to
big time
that.
contact guy. He can definitely hit against lefties. So this is a fastball now. He's only throwing sliders. Or is it just a slider again then?
The
He's only throwing
3-1
sliders.
pitch.
No, it's a fastball. Ugh. Now I'm lost.
Teams with an even 10 hits
I
in
have
the
no
ball
clue
game.
what he's doing.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
Oh, no, Steve.
And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a
Yo,
foul
come
ball.
on. 3-2. Send in the runners again. Come on, Marco.
Skied into straightaway
Nothing.
right.
Just a lazy fly ball.
And the 2-out threat will not
My
come
request to
pass
purchase
as the
insurance
inning
has
is
been
over.
denied. We're only up 1 run entering the 9th inning.
Carlos
bad.
Ortiz will stay in
He
the
stays in to
ballgame
play
as your
shortstop.
J.D. Eastman will pinch hit
Look
here,
at
and he's
Eastman.
the potential
Nice.
tying run.
J.D. Eastman's one of my favorite prospects, actually. Got an old-time stance. Look at this. Okay, we're going to go with Freddie Castillo, though. You're coming in.
Castillo comes on from the pen, hoping to finish
30
this
of
one off
32
here
for
in the
saves.
top of the 9th.
In 39 games. 2.11 ERA. 36 strikeouts in 38 innings. That's good. That's good enough. We'll take it. I'll show Eastman real fast, actually, before we get to pitching. He's a little bit further off, but yeah, prototypical right fielder, big-time arm. He eventually gets there with the bat. He's just not there yet. I think he's a high C potential. And it's a nice white cleat squeeze on the White Sox. Off for 1 run here, entering the 9th.
Fouled away.
Just keep working
Into
that
the
fastball
windup. Here
up.
comes the 0-1.
That's what I want. Let's go.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high.
Stu has the
He's
regular
controlled
assortment of
that pitch
pitches,
all
so
night.
we also
Kind
have
of
a
rough for a
changeup.
pinch hitter,
And
but
then
I'm
we're going to
sure
go
his
with that
teammates let him
here.
know that's where the zone has been.
Not too far down.
Try to change of pace with 2
One
strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2. Castillo,
1 and 2.
a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's a 9-year major league
Go
vet.
back to the fastball here. He's working for the first 2. Eastman doesn't look like a guy who hits high fastballs.
Swung on
And he can't. Let's go. That's 1 out.
On a ball way
I know
out
it's
to
July,
center,
but this
1
game
out.
feels
So
big.
the leadoff man gone to start
These are
the
league
top of the
leaders
9th.
for
As
saves.
we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see, he's up near the top, currently 6th in the AL in that category.
Back to the top of their lineup. Carlos Ramos to start. Pull the fastball up again.
Here's the first pitch.
Keep riding it, right?
Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He
That was
tracks
big
it
out.
down and makes the play.
Welcome,
Toward the
Ninja Dragon
second
24.
out.
Welcome. Yeah, big moves here in the 9th inning. 1 out away now. Here's Leotis
Into the
Rivas.
box,
They're not going to
Leotis
pinch hit. I wonder if
Rivas.
they
He's
just have a
1 for
light
4
bench.
for the game.
That might be it too here. I actually want to see. They got King. Backup catcher's not going to do anything. They have 3 catchers on the roster. What's up with this? Gonzalez and Wynn are both hurt, and then Birch isn't going to be much of a threat either. So Rivas is really the only option here. So fastball up again. Why
And
not?
that on its
Keep
way.
riding it, right?
No balls and
98
one
from
strike.
Castillo. Big dog.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth.
First curveball of his performance. Castillo is great because he's
Pitch
got
as
two
this is
breaking
swung
balls.
on and missed. Now
Really
they're
tough to
down
hit when a
perhaps their
pitcher, a
final
relief
strike of the
pitcher
evening.
even, has
You look down
98 and then
0-2
two
to a
breaking
guy
balls
with
on
this
top
pitch
of it.
arsenal. You
And
just
then
got
he's
to
even
find a
got a
way to show it
changeup
up
that
and
works.
battle,
Like he
put
is
something in play.
a
And now the
dominant pitcher
crowd
out of the bullpen.
estimated at over
I really like Freddie
29,000
Castillo. So
covered
here's
the
the
field.
0-2.
And it's fouled away.
So again with the 0-2, I think I'm just going to keep going fastball up. He was early on that one.
The White
But
Sox
most
down
guys
to
have
the
been
last
overmatched
strike.
by the fastball.
High
Let's
in the air
go.
into shallow left center. Ortiz
And
onto the
ball
grass,
game.
and he
This
tracks
one
it down.
is
And this ball
over.
game is
We
over.
take the dub.
Good
It's
job
9-8.
there to
It's
slam the door for the win.
going
And
to be
they
Christopher
finished the month
Schwabenlin
with a
again
bang,
with player of the
just the
game.
way you want to.
A close one, 9-8
Went off
at the
6
end
and
of the
3
game in
on
this one.
stream in
Cleveland
9
used a nice
games.
fifth inning to take the lead, and they
GG
never gave
Chicago
it
White
back.
Sox.
Elio
A beat up
Manzanillo
Chicago
earns
White
his
Sox
third
team
win
that
of the year in
battled all the
relief.
way through
Freddie Castillo hammers down the
and got
save, his
1 run away
31st
from
of the
beating us here
campaign.
today.
So
We're getting
that's a
closer
wrap
to getting
here
to
tonight.
500.
Mark
I
DeRosa,
believe
Dan
the team's
Plesac, and Michael
record
Watney. This is Matt
is
Van
now
Sturgeon. You've been watching
54 and
MLB The Show. For
56, I
more,
believe
find
is what
us
it
on
was.
Twitter at
Yeah,
MLB
big
The
win
Show.
here. Both teams with 10 hits. Clean ball game on defense. Good pitching from my bullpen. We only gave up the 1 run.
Here now is our final line score.
There you go. Yeah, player of the game, Christopher Schwabenlin. He probably played himself out of a trade scenario now too. But again, I'll talk about trades on tomorrow's stream. I'll be back at 2 o'clock Central is the plan. And we'll probably talk trades for a little while, and then I'll get into a game. We have a Kings game tomorrow, and that'll be against the Washington Nationals. But I'm going to save here. Again, we're going to talk trades tomorrow. It is July 31st, as you can see here. I'll go to the calendar again, July 31st. We will talk trades tomorrow. Trade deadline action. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you all. Again, follow me on Twitter if you're not already. It's Bacon's Fictional. Follow me on here. This is Bacon96_OS. And I am logging off now. So thank you.